today with Dr. Wesley Hester from Thompson High School. He is the principal. You're in your office right now, Dr. Hester, but things are not as they are supposed to be.
They are not. The building is just almost empty, and especially empty from having our kids here. And that makes a huge difference in just the energy level. I tell our teachers, and I've been telling our teachers and everyone, that I feed off the energy of our students in the hallways, in the classrooms, the activities, all the things that they're doing every day. I mean, this campus, usually under normal circumstances, is a very happening place from sun up to past sundown, just about every day, even on the weekends. So to go from that type of level of activity to relatively nothing is difficult to deal with and to get used to.
I know that you guys do feed off of your students. How are the teachers feeling at this point?
The teachers have done they have just done a phenomenal job. They're certainly saddened by the fact that they can't have their kids in the room with them at the same time, because no matter what we do with our distance learning program and the technology that we put into place to make learning as good as it can be during this time, nothing replaces the relationships and the connections that are created in a classroom between teachers and students. And just like me, they feed off of the energy and of just the students wanting to be here and the relationships that they've built. So they're missing seeing their kids and being face to face with them, but they are making the most of it through things like Zoom, right? And through Google Hangouts and just different features that we have in technologies in place. So they've been working really hard, and they're keeping our students engaged, learning and growing right now. So I am unbelievably just pleased and so happy to see what our teachers are doing right now. They're doing an amazing job.
Now, we saw a bunch of first day pictures for distance learning. So how is distance learning going for the students that you've heard from, teachers that you've heard from? How is it going?
I think it's been surprisingly well and successful. We knew going in, we felt like that with our community and with the number, the quality of student that we have, because we have so many students here that they come to school every day ready to learn. And there was also disappointment from them. Yes, it's great to have a break for a short time, like with spring break, but at some point, they're ready to go. They're ready to do something productive and to move forward. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a combination of great preparation by our teachers and just the relationships that they've built, the combination of them putting things together from a learning standpoint, and then also I think the hunger from our students to let's get back into a routine as much as possible. Let's be productive. Let's do the things that we can with the opportunities that we have to make the most of the rest of this semester. So it's been a great start. I do think that I've heard from quite a few of our teachers about how surprised they are at the number of students that have just jumped right in and they're excited. And I think that goes back to, we're social creatures, right? And especially our kids. And to have the opportunity to connect with, even though maybe it's at home or it's through video conferencing and the tools that we use, they have jumped right in and really have been what I consider to be really hungry to get back, to see their classmates, to see faces, to see their teachers, and it's been a great first week. I've been really pleased with what we've been doing so far. My lights went out in my office again, so I'm sorry. I hope you can still see me.
We can still see you.
Okay.
I want to give a huge props to the teachers too. I know they're doing incredible things above and beyond what they ever thought their job description would be. So good job, teachers. We're so thankful for you.
Amen.
Yes. Dr. Hester, what would you like to tell our seniors? Because this is odd, weird, and not convenient really for anyone, but especially for our seniors.
No, it's not. And I want to tell them to not be discouraged, to continue to stay focused. That's one of the main reasons why, not only because we felt like we were obligated and it's our job to continue to teach them and to provide them learning opportunities and preparation for what's next, and not letting them go ahead and say, oh, you're a graduate now. To me, that was a little too soon to do that. And for that reason, for preparation, but also just so that we could still hold on to them and connect with them and to keep their spirits up and to have some type of sense of normalcy during this time, because from spring break till the end of the school year for seniors is always a very special stretch of time, and they had that robbed from them. And it's not just the event, it's not just prom, it's not just the parade of graduates, it's not just the senior breakfast and senior honors night and graduation and all those things that we do to celebrate and recognize our seniors. It's the everyday. I think seniors start to experience a little bit of nostalgia during that time, and they're enjoying more so than ever. They're enjoying that last stretch of time with their friends, with their classmates, with their teachers, coaches, and everyone involved. And to have that taken from them, it is heartbreaking. But at the same time, this senior class is so resilient and they're so strong, and they've accomplished so much. So that's why I say don't be discouraged, because we're not ready to give up on them yet, in terms of having the opportunity to bring them back in. Hopefully this is over sooner rather than later, which would give us an opportunity later this spring, and maybe heading into early summer, to be able to, at some point in time, to be able to celebrate and to have these activities like a prom, like honors night, like obviously graduation and all the other activities that are surrounding that. And we do have some things planned for them regardless of what we do, but we're holding on to those, and we're very optimistic that we're going to be able to do those things. And so they need to realize that we have a plan, and we're not giving up on that plan to celebrate them. But they also need to remember all the wonderful things that they've accomplished so far. They have really done a great job of getting Thompson High School the recognition that it has, across the state. Anybody that tells you that we're not a premier school in this state and across the Southeast is lying to you and lying to themselves, because we are, and we are because of our kids and our students and the hard work that they put in and the success that they have. And this senior class has been a huge component of that. So they have so much to be proud of, and that's what they need to know and hold on to as we continue to trudge through this, the quarantine and all the things that we're doing right now. But don't be discouraged, because this is not going to last forever, and we're going to be better on the other side.
Great words of wisdom for them. They are an incredible group of young adults, and I know they will do amazing things. But I love hearing that there will still be the celebration of them. I know from a parent perspective especially, that's very important. So thank you so much, Dr. Hester, for being with us, giving us some encouragement, letting us know how things are going. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon to hear some more updates as our distance learning continues.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. A pleasure being with you today.